Good evening, Honorable Chairperson and the judges, dear ladies and gentlemen. The topic of our presentation is exploring the present aspect in Acrolectal using written corpus methods. I am Kumara, and there are 6 other members in our team. We are from the Department of English Language Teaching. This presentation follows the format of our abstract, background, objectives, methods, results, conclusions and recommendations, and finally references. The object of inquiry of our study is Sri Lankan English, which has been researched and written about since 1940s. However, many of the Sri Lankan English studies have focused on phonological system and the lexical systems of English. So, grammatical system has been paid less attention. So, this is why we use a grammatical component, the tense aspect system in English, which is challenging to the second language learners of English in Sri Lanka. The objectives of our presentation are to explore the use of the present perfect tense in Sri Lankan English using the International Corpus of English, Sri Lankan component ISSL, and to investigate whether variety-specific tendencies are found in our data. So our methodology is focus-based, which is both quantitative and qualitative. Our data is from ICE, International Corpus of English, which provides standard English data across 26 English-speaking countries collected using common corpus design criteria. And we use the written component of ISSL, which is approximately 400,000 words, compiled at the University of Salem and University of Pisa in Germany. And ICE corpus data has a high level of representativeness, covering a wide range of genres of all written genres. Corpus access software are called concordances. We use 2 versions of the open source concordance and font. Version 431 was used for parts of speech tag version of the corpus, and version 341 was used for raw data for qualitative analysis. And for extracting these concordance lines, we use the auxiliaries has and have as our search word. And for sorting them out for the tense, we use the parts of speech tag for the past participle at R3 position, 3 positions to the right, and R5 position. So that in the end we get the occurrences of the tense in our data. And we use 8 uses of these tense using our teaching models based on West-based books. And then the concordance lines were manually read to determine their uses. We use these codes to sort them out according to the use. And here are our results. Out of the 1,474 analyzed concordant lines, the first graph gives the distribution these concordant lines, instances of use across the 8 users, and the second graph on the right gives the percentages. We look at them in more detail in the next slide. The most frequent use of the tense, the present perfect tense in our data is regarding past actions with present relevance, which accounted for 643 instances. So example, like they have produced the keys which today are known in the world over. It is a present result. And also throughout the year years, many parameters have been evaluated in order to establish criteria. So, past action with the present relevance. And the second most frequent use is recently completed actions in which reports around this example. Like the Samudra Authority of Sri Lanka has launched several programs for community development and capacity building. We see them in news. The third use, the third most frequent use is regarding experiential past with adverbs like ever, for, and the like. They have never stopped over there, have never tried, and the like. And the next use is to express changes over time. Use to show progress or change. Like wedding ring designs have also evolved from a simple single hand and the like. Changes over time. And the next is used to describe action that started in the past and continuing to the present. Often used with adverbs like for or since. Examples like which they have not seen for many years. I have known her for over 8 years. Instances like this. And the next is used to express actions that have just happened. Usually just finished, you have made answer, and the like. And the next is used to talk about multiple actions at different times in the past. So cases like have been listed several times, several other nouns, numerous empirical studies, and the like. And then least frequent use in the tense with our data is for timeless past. To express an action that happened at an unspecified time in the past. For example, like date has created this compound to show as to be in the like. So today we have 5 examples for all the 8 uses that we have been using in our teaching situations in varying frequencies. However, in addition to this, we have also found some variety-specific uses. So the first instance here is use of the present perfect tense in cases where the simple past tense is more appropriate in terms of the British English viewpoint. As you see here, it is an example something like during the British regime, which is naturally past time. And also last Thursday, so last time difference. Also in 1930, a clear past time difference. Nevertheless, in Sri Lankan English data, present perfect tenses, so like we would call them wrong use in a variational linguistic point of view. So this is like Acrolectal data, like a standard data. And the second case is use of the present perfect tense in cases where the past perfect tense would have been more appropriate. Like these are some past before past like situations where British English speaker they have used the past perfect tense. So moving on to the conclusions and recommendations, as we have seen, the main uses of the present perfect tense in standard Sri Lankan English comply with the pedagogy, with the teaching models we use based on native language varieties of English. However, the occurrence of variety-specific uses, although as a low frequency phenomena, can be attributed to maybe our users transfer from the first languages, which specialize on structural features of English. Additionally, this kind of variety-specific uses can be expected to occur more in spoken Sri Lankan English, which will be studied in future study. And finally, the results can be used in teaching situations to show the differences between different varieties of English. Here are the differences. Thank you.